This one really stings. Had a 3-run lead and 2 outs, 2 strike mistakes, hanging sliders, victimized the Braves, and a fastball. Not a bad pitch from Pierce Johnson, but as the curveball king, I would have preferred him get beat with his best. Also would have preferred Grant Holmes not to face Jake Berger for a third time, but also that inning started so innocently. 2 quick outs and then 0-2 mistake slider to Fortes, the 9-hole hitter. A 1-2 slider mistake to Edwards, ejected up the middle. So he did deserve the chance. It just didn't feel after Berger got him for a solo blast in the third on a high fastball. It wasn't a bad pitch, but Berger is seeing beach balls against the Braves and got a meatball cutter to make it 3-2. And then Jesus Sanchez got a hanging slider and laced it into the gap for a double to tie it 3-3. I would have just preferred Grant not face Berger for a third time, but if it's hindsight's 1,000 there. And the Braves had Tyler on the ropes in the first inning, back-to-back walks to Riley and Soler, but he was able to clutch up and get Big Bear to ground into a pitcher's best friend twin killing, unfortunately, on a 2-2 pitch. Cutter boring in on his hands, really good pitch. Matteo was able to pick him up, laced a single, so it was 1-0, and then Berger got home for the single in the third, for the solo blast in the third, so 1-1, and the Braves were able to come back. Big Bear, big flag, turned on that cutter, and was able to get through it, make it 2-1, and then Eddie with an RBI ground out with bases loaded, 2-0 count. You would have loved a dagger there, and that's what I'm talking about. The offense could have theoretically done a lot more, but the pitchers were able to gut up and make some pitches when they had to, and credit to them, but it's just kind of annoying. And then first and second, no outs after a Travis Arnaud leadoff walk and a Eddie Rosario single up the middle. Kelenich's got to trust himself. He feels like he's playing tentative since that play in New York. He had some good moments, but I think he's playing tentative. Either fully commit to the sacrifice or fully commit to the swing, because they absolutely ate him alive with breaking balls. A really bad strikeout with a lot of stuff out of the zone when Cronin was on the ropes, and then Whit Merrifield perfectly placed double play because it was grounded right to third. All Rivera had to do was step on the bag and throw to first, so opportunity missed big time there. And then in the seventh, leadoff walk always kills you. Nick Fortes, even though Mr. Jones behind the plate was terrible and really got squeezy on Pierce Johnson. And then another walk to Xavier Edwards, but he was able to get Jake Berger to ground into pitcher's best friend twin killing. And then that man again, Jesus Sanchez, battled an 8-pitch at bat and a 96-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside corner. Not a bad pitch, but Pierce Johnson is known for the curveball, and I'd rather him get beat with his best and his bread and butter than that, because Sanchez was kind of leaning out over, kissed the chalk, and then in the ninth we got a one-out single by Kelenic, but nothing else, and some really questionable calls in the ninth and throughout the whole game for both sides, but really unfortunate having the 3-1 lead in the fifth, and you feel like you got to win those games, but the Marlins are pesky. They're going to keep fighting and keep clawing, but maybe next time with Berger's in a big situation, you just put up 4 fingers and Jesus Sanchez as well. But as always, go Braves, champions forever. Hopefully the Mariners can help us out tonight.